Hi, I'm Kristi Frank from season #1 of Donald Trump's The Apprentice, and welcome to the Success Show. Today I have a very special guest, a very wonderful guest who's near and dear to my heart. We have a lot of the same things in common. She's known as the short sale queen. Welcome to Deb McMillan. Hi, how are you today, Deb?
Hi, Kristi, doing just great. Thanks for having me here.
No problem. So let's get into your background. Why are you known as the short sale queen?
Well, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I was one of the first people in the area to really delve in and figure out how to do short sales in the area. And let me tell you what short sales are. They are actually being able to buy a piece of real estate, a house, a commercial building, before it goes to foreclosure.
And you got into the game very early on, but now it's huge in the marketplace.
Yeah, when I started, I had no idea that it would be so prevalent, and unfortunately it is, but fortunately for me and the students that I coach and the homeowners that we work with, it's a great way for them to avoid foreclosure and make a big difference in their credit and how their family looks at them, how they feel about themselves, because we've all been trained to pay our bills on time, and when you can't, through no fault of your own, that's really hard.
Well, let's get a little personal if you don't mind. You were telling me you started because you were helping your family, and you didn't even, you figured this out on your own because you cared so much. You wanted to help your parents.
Yeah, my dad got sick, and he started not being able to make the house payments. And I just kind of thought about, well, what can I do? And I jumped in and started making the payments. And that was really what led me to my first real estate investment seminar.
Wow.
Was really, how can I help mom and dad and still move out?
Yeah, save their home, let them keep it.
Exactly.
And make some money as well. Well, so from there, what happened?
Well, I was able to save their home. They got to live in it, both of them, until they died. I ended up selling it, and actually when I first bought it, I refinanced it and bought my first piece of rental property. I did that and worked in corporate America for another 10 years probably, and then I got ready to leave corporate America and decided, well, I need to find another way to invest in real estate to make a little bit more money. And that was my first short sale. So I kind of wrote down how you do this, and it kind of became 10 pages, 20 pages,
Ooh,
a 300-page manual.
So the short sale success system, tell us a little about what this will teach someone.
How to find homeowners who are in distress, how to talk to them, how to answer their objections, all the paperwork that they need to sign to keep you, the investor or the buyer, totally legal and ethical, treat the homeowners with respect, and get the thing closed and get money at the closing table. And so work with the banks. It's a win-win for everybody involved.
Right, and also you're protecting someone from getting foreclosed upon. That is true? You're protecting the tenants in the home who are potentially going to lose their homeowners.
Exactly.
And you're purchasing a piece of real estate from the bank? Is that what?
Well, you're buying it from the homeowner, but the bank has to agree to take a discount to sell to you, because in today's market, so many people owe so much more money than the house will sell for.
I see.
So you figure out a price that makes sense in today's market, offer that to the bank. What I like about it is you kind of become a detective in finding out, why should the bank sell me this house for so much less? The market, the damage that needs to be repaired, it's next to a school or a business, or it makes the property a little bit less in value. The bank's going to get that same amount of money if they have to take it back and resell it, so why don't they buy it, sell it to you today, and you make the cash and resell it or keep it and rent it.
And for something we know we're all learning, the banks are not in the business of holding and keeping real estate and selling real estate. They don't want it on their books. They don't want to show the loss on their books. So
exactly right.
It's a way to talk to the banks where it is a win-win situation.
And the banks they really don't want the house back, just like you said. They want a reasonable price. So it's our job to show them what reasonable is.
Right.
And reasonable is very subjective.
Right, and comps in the area may or may not show exactly what you're saying. You know, it could have all these problems where they're just looking at a number spreadsheet and they're being unrealistic in what the house can garner.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
So let's talk about some of your other products and how other ways you help people.
Well, we have a part of the home study course is exactly what you present to the bank to show them what you need to get the discount.
That's great.
So
that's huge to actually have some of the documents in here that you just work with and
change
show
the
the
name
bank.
and the address, and you're good.
That's amazing. That's
And
great.
actually, I have a coaching program that all this is included in the coaching. Right now, the banks are floundering to figure out how to not lose so much money.
Yes.
They're changing daily, and we keep up on those changes. We share that with our students on a weekly basis. There's a call, and it's just so much fun to help them help. You know, one person can only help so many people.
Yeah.
But being able to train other people on how to help the homeowners in their town, no matter what state, it's very rewarding, and I love what I do.
So Deb, that's interesting. So do you coach coaches who teach other people how to go in and help people save their homes, or do you work individually with the individuals who are in need?
I work with people who are other real estate investors or realtors that go out into the homes of other people who are losing their house in foreclosure.
That's wonderful. So you really are touching so many people.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Let's talk a lot about your last product and then talk about some specific people who you've helped.
Okay. These are CDs that walk through a boot camp that I put on. There's an objections CD in there, what to say when your homeowner goes, that will never work for me. Yeah, it will.
And give reasons why and help to relax them, because it's a stressful time for everybody.
And that's really the biggest challenge I have, is convincing the homeowner there is an alternative to foreclosure.
Yeah.
And convincing the students how to convey that to the homeowner so you're not pressuring them, overpowering them. And I do understand you want to help them out.
Yes, that's good. Okay, so let's talk about a book that I have.
Yes. And this is Recession-Proof Real Estate Investing Through Short Sales, a way to prosperity through secret systems and strategies. And this is good even for the homeowner. It gives them some background information, what they're going to run into, why the banks are kind of hard-headed sometimes, and don't want to talk to the person who's missed the last 10 payments and
Yes.
make an arrangement with them.
Good for you.
So it's just been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to working with you on your first short sale in your hometown.
Well, before we do that, let's talk about, okay, so before we go into why I'm so passionate about you. So if they go to shortsalequeen.com, what would be the first step?
Well, they can go to book and buy this recession-proof real estate investing book.
And how do they work more one-on-one or come to an event that you're holding, or how can they get more access to you?
There is a tab on the shortsalequeen.com website for coaching.
Oh, good.
And that has one-on-one access to me on a weekly basis, as well as a group call weekly that they can talk about their particular deal, how they want to set up their business.
Wow.
It's all encompassing, and creating your own short sale business, how to find the homeowners, how to find your buyers, which is a problem today as well. And we attack all of those, and we have solutions, and I've had a lot of successful students across the country.
Can you tell one? We'll share one. We have time for one wonderful story. Tell us a great story.
I actually have a neighbor who's a student, lives around the corner. She took my class probably 3 or 4 years ago, bought a couple houses, stopped, and now she's coming back. She's keeping a few, but she's also wholesaling, which is creating the short sale deal, the low value that she's buying the house from the bank for, and then going out and finding a buyer to resell it for a little bit more money.
Great.
And she has pumped, well, in one deal, over $25,000 back into her family's income.
Just on one of those deals.
Just on one of those deals. She's working now to put money back into her IRA.
Oh.
But it's going to buy the house and the profit will go into her IRA. So she's extremely happy. It's fun to watch her, and she has great questions on all the coaching calls. She doesn't miss a call, and we just keep moving forward.
Well, I love the fact that they have access to you, because could be a scary time for some people who have never done it before, and the fact that they can call on the coaching calls and ask you is great. And congratulations to your neighbor. Okay, so let's talk about my potential real estate dealings.
Yes, yes. Access to me.
I know, it's huge.
Because it is scary, and you know the bank's going to tell you no, we can't do that. And I've had people go, well, so the bank told me no. Okay, but one of my sayings is you have to take at least 3 no's.
Oh, I love that.
Before you accept that they're telling you, no, you can't do that.
And before they start respecting you as a real investor.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
wonderful.
So you have to figure out, you know, when you were a kid, did you ask your parents to ride the bike like further than the close shopping center? You really wanted to go further away with your friends, but they said no.
No, yes.
And then you went and asked your dad. He probably still said no, but then you went to your mom, but Dad said I could. You know, you kept
exactly
going out,
right.
and now it's being a detective. How can I get past this obstacle?
My son knows three times. If he asks me on the 3rd one, I finally give up and say yes. So you're right, it could work with banks as well.
Absolutely,
So,
and it does.
yes,
I'm here to tell you
yes.
it does.
Well, I am excited to get started as well, Deb. You're a source of information. You're helping so many people, and you're really changing lives in a very, very needed time. It's really time to get what you know. So
thank you.
Go to shortsalequeen.com. Thank you so much. And if you want to find out more, go for coaching, go for seminars, and go check out her books and all her CDs and all the great products she has. So thank you so much for joining us today, and it's been such a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Kristi. And you'll be getting your first short sale closed here shortly, too.
Okay.